Alright folks, welcome to this beautiful location in the Scottish countryside. It's an absolutely incredible day, so I've come out for this little walk just to enjoy the sunshine. And today we've come to pretty much a brand new location. I think I was here years ago, like briefly in a video, but like it wasn't a day like this. It's just so incredible the way it looks today. So this spot here is actually, I think it's called like the Den of Airlie, and I'm wanting to go on a wee mission and try and get down to the riverside somewhere up there. It looks so cool, the way the sun's shining through the water and just the scenery, this ancient bridge that we're on. And this bridge was probably built early 1800s or something, maybe even longer ago than that. It's crazy. I would guess that these railings were potentially like added to the bridge at a later date, but I'm not sure. I'm sure that like what's it called? Shield Hill Bridge, the old bridge at Shield Hill from 1700s, it's got the very same railings. So I'm not sure if like at one time they went through a process of like safening up the place, putting railings on all the bridges. That was maybe the style of railing back then. So it looks like this is our path down here. Oh, it's going to be so cool to try and get down to the riverside. Look at the magnificent bridge here, folks. It's so cool. Crazy bit of stonework. The way the sun's shining through it as well, it just adds to it, like, incredible. I think like last week or a couple of weeks ago there, I was at the Blue Door at Edsall, and like the landscape here's similar at Airlie Estate. And like I think if we keep going further up here, there's like magnificent like rock faces and cliffs, and it's so cool. Look at this, here's a way down. I don't think I would get back up there if I went down like. Whoa, this is crazy. I'm going down here at the water's edge, folks. This is where the live action is, down at the riverside. And I'm also wanting to get a view of this bridge because it just looks phenomenal here. I'm guessing these rocks is going to be pretty slippy, like, but it sure wouldn't be as bad as that video when I was at the coast. That was the worst I had ever experienced for like years. This is just a wonderland in here, folks. Whoa! I was falling. Oh, aye, look at this. Stunning. Probably in like times of storm and stuff, the water will be right over here. And then look at this magnificent view of the bridge here. Every day that bridge is like got tractors and heavy implements going over, and like back in the days when it was built it would have just been horse and carts, like, so it's crazy what like a stone structure for those days can like stand up to. It was like over engineered back then. Just trying to think, like, I think this is sandstone here, but I'm not actually 100% sure. It certainly looks like sandstone over here because it's red. What a spot down here, folks. Wow. It's just often surreal being in a location like this, but scenery like this, it's just mind-blowing. So lucky to have all this on my doorstep here, like. I'll try and follow these rocks as far up the edge here as I can, but to see the proper big cliffs, I think we'll have to go back up on the edge. Oh, the rocks around here are so impressive, like. I've never seen this in my life in here. It's so cool just exploring like new spots. Whoa, look at the cliff here. It's crazy the way these trees here are just like clinging on to the top of that cliff. And there's huge like rocks just lying everywhere. Oh, this is a cool bit here. It's amazing the way it's like smooth sandstone here. And everywhere I go, the rock's got like different character, and the way the river wears it away, it's always so unique to like each location. Because even though this is similar to like the Edgell walk, it's just like different landscape altogether. Look at this cliff, the way it is worn. This is mental, like, I can't believe that. It's incredible the way that's just like worn out with the water over the years. What a scene, folks. Okay, scenes like this are just created from like the strength of nature. The strength of the river just carries all these massive stones down the river, smashes them off like the side of the cliffs. Here, I think we've just found a cave. Hold on a second, folks. This looks like a cave up here, what? No way. It's not actually as big as what I thought. Looks like somebody's maybe had a wee camp spot here below the rock. Yeah, it's not actually a big cave. From down below it looked like that went away in. But the way the water is here, it looks like we'll have to go this way. I might even have to actually go up above this cliff. I'll maybe hit a retrace my footsteps here a little bit. Wow, we're actually on the cliff now. Look at this. I was just thinking, like, the way all these cracks and stuff are in the rock face, it's like it could just literally like fall down at any point. It just looks so fragile the way it's all cracked. This is a cool spot up here, like, but I wouldn't want to camp up here because I would always be thinking about the weight of rock above my head there. This is just incredible walking about down here, folks. We're going to have to try and go up this hill and walk along the top. That's our next like port of call, folks. We need to explore more, find more cool spots. So I've come back up on the main road here because it's like literally cliffs just at the edge here. Look at this. See, this road here that's behind me famously falls down this cliff, and they hate to keep like moving it over. And that's how there's this like corner in the road here that you can see. It basically just curves around all the landslides. So yeah, moving on, folks. I think the big cliffs is like just up here. further around the corner. It's like so cool to see. I've never actually walked up to have a proper look at them, but when you're in the car you can see them through the trees. Look at this, folks. We'll be able to get down to the riverside here, I think. It wouldn't be easy, like. Once again, folks, exploring off the beaten path. It's often cool just like discovering a new bit of land and just seeing what it's all about. We're now at the other side of these massive cliffs. And then we're waiting here to look at the real deal cliffs at the other side. Whoa. It's just crazy, like if you fell over the edge of some of the bits, like you'd be a wah. So that there is just pure sandstone, like vertical drop. Somebody's random trainer line there. So if you kept on following this river far enough upstream, you would get to Reekie Linn, because basically this is where the river comes, like after it's been at Reekie Linn. Look at this, I've just noticed a historical bit of graffiti here on the tree. Here we go, folks, like 88 it says there. 1988, crazy. If anyone recognises their graffiti from back in the day, get in the comments, like, and there it is. Oh, I'm actually walking a little bit close to like the cliff edge there, so I'll go a bit further up here. Oh, here we go, folks, like here's more historical graffiti. It's so cool to have a look, and like maybe the person that wrote this will be watching the video and it'll just remind them of the old days. Like, look at that, Ken and Jim. So if anyone knows who Ken and Jim are, shout out to them. Like, this is such a cool spot. I love it when you see like, say like old names or dates on the tree. You can just imagine the folk way back in those days just sitting here writing it. Look at this tree as well. I'm not sure what all it says there, like, but there's been a lot more of it written, but the moss is over the top of it. I can hear a buzzard squawking too. Look at this, folks, this is once again a journey into history on this channel. Because look, here's more names. And look, it says something there, 36. Look, 1936. I can near guarantee that is what that says. That's incredible, like, to think. See, that's been so old. This one here has been added at a later date, but this original one here, 1936, folks. Crazy, like, long time ago. Just shows that the tree's just been standing here since that day to this scene. Look at this, folks. L was here, 1977. 1977, L was here. And look, RL, that is there. No way, folks. Here's a bike sitting along here against the tree. How weird is that? Literally, like, we are right on the edge of the cliff right now. If you fall down there, game over, like. But look, it's so random that this bike's here. This is a live find here on the channel, folks. Looks like it's been sitting here since like 1995. It almost looks like the frame and stuff's like brand new. Wow. What an artifact of history. A 1990s push bike just sitting here, like, it looks like they've just bought it for like somewhere and just left it here. It's like they've come here, fallen down the cliff. Their bike just remains here. They've got total Falcon gear shifters on it. Handlebars wrapped with red tape. And if anyone knows anything about this could be like involved in a crime or something, this bike. Could have been stolen. Maybe they looked for it and they couldn't find it anywhere back then. Look, there's a phone number on the frame, look at this. Oh no, it's not a phone number. 1992, look. 1992. So like, think about that folks, right? There's a 1992 bike here in brand new condition. It must have been like stolen or something and just it's sat here ever since. Look at this, it's like right on the edge of the cliff. Like, I had to make my way a bit higher up here. It's crazy the history that you find when you're on a walk. It goes for like seeing some writing on a tree to like a total classic push bike for 1992. There you go. It's all on this channel, folks. Oh, I'm going to a safer height up here. But a cool thing, I can see the cliffs now at the other side. Yeah, and they're honestly like so high. It must be like 200 foot or more. Oh, this is a crazy bit, folks. Look, I've got to cross this like massive channel here. It is pretty dangerous like to get to these cliffs, I must say. The crazy thing about that bike that we saw back there, it's like whenever I've left my like mountain bikes and stuff out in the rain, they're just ruined within like a few months. There's no way that's been sitting outside since 1992, I wouldn't have said. But like, you didn't see people going about on these sort of bikes nowadays. Like, it's so strange. It's a strange artifact. Like, this terrain here is up and down. Like, it's quite intense. It's just like a massive beech tree forest right along here. This is crazy here, folks. I'm just like ducking underneath trees. It looks like there's a proper path here once again. Look, we've made it. The massive cliffs at the other side. It's like honestly another planet. Like, I'm staying safe because we're also like at the top of a cliff right here. Look over there, folks. Wow. Crazy like vertical drop, like 200, maybe more than 200 feet now. I'm seeing it like 250 foot for like way up there, all the way down into the darkness there. Crazy. Like, I'm just going to keep following this path and hopefully we'll get a better like view of the big cliffs. Like, this is incredible. From this point here, it's like the perfect viewing area to see these. They're actually higher at that side than they are at this side. Like, this old tree here, look at that, it's like something out of a horror film. Perched on the edge of the cliff there. Sadly we can't see the cliff at the other side too well because of the trees. But like in a few months you won't be able to see it at all because of the trees once the leaves are on them. But it really isn't really the sort of place you can get to easily. It's like off the beaten path. So we've got this massive cliff. Basically I'm standing on a massive cliff too, like it's just probably no safe. Right there it's like 300 foot drop. Oh, it's a little bit safer at this side. I can actually see there's a rope tied to that tree leading down. So maybe there's like a little spot down there. Okay, and what folks, think BKR has to go, doesn't he? He has to go and explore. But I'm analysing this as I go and I think I'll be able to climb back up this without the aid of the rope here, so let's get into it. Oh, these dry leaves here, folks, are like super slippy. It's crazy. Now I can see why they've got a rope. This is crazy, folks. That's the thing when you're exploring, you hit off and just like only explore to your own limits. And I'm really not wanting to get like stuck in there for sure. These leaves are so slippy, that's the thing that's like hindering me. I was really wanting to go down and get a better look at these cliffs. The rope's got to get hugged though, let's be honest. Let's navigate our way down here. We're just like totally using this rope. It must be like a fisherman's rope or something. There'll definitely be a way back up, folks. We'll just one step at a time. We'll get this here. We're just going down a bit steeper than a 45°. Super slippy leaves. I'm not even sure like whose rope this is. The things you do to get a better look at a cliff, folks, it's crazy. But I love the adventure. That's what it's all about on this channel, folks. Going on adventures, just like seeing cool stuff. Just enjoy every day. Look at the crazy view of the cliff we're getting now. I don't know if you get an aspect of the size and the scale here like on the camera, but it's like mind blowing. Like, it's crazy the way it's just like, how did it end up like that, eh? Just such a straight edge of stone. You would think if the river had cut its way down there, it would have been kind of more like what we saw at the Airlie walk. See, I'm thinking I'm not actually going to go too much further down. The rope goes quite far down, but like, I literally do have to climb back up. And that is a mission in itself, folks. But at least I got a better view of that cliff, and it's like, it is mind-boggling, like, to think the edge of that rock. I can actually see all the fissures in the rock run at an angle. Okay, it's like maybe there's been an earthquake at one time in like prehistory, and it's just like splat and risen up for the ground. Who would know, folks? Anyway, I'm going to climb back up here, and then I'll get back to you. That was a crazy climb. I'm gassed after climbing up that hill. Can't believe it. Look at this. Right at the roadside. Right, folks, I'll end this one here. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you in the next one very soon.